You guys remember Playmobil?
Oh yeah.
The
I really didn't like
I got a Playmobil
on.
camper van,
Hated it.
and it was dope. I got a whole camper van. I did admittedly pretend it was a spaceship, which is something
It's
that
way
I did a
cooler.
lot as a young kid because, yeah, like I like the physicality of toys and stuff and like the ones they were getting me, but really I wanted them all to be space based and like gun based, and you know, like I made my Sylvanian family tree that was meant to be a school into like a top secret like organization.
Sylvanian families as well.
A
headquarters.
Sylvanian family. Or was it your sister's?
Yeah. No, it was mine. We went into a Toys R Us when I was very, very young, and they were like, "What would you like? You can get an item." And I, for some reason, picked a Sylvanian family's tree. Let me see if I can.
Are they the little felt rabbits, aren't they, or something? Are they?
Yeah.
Mice?
It was really cool.
Treehouse. Is it a treehouse?
It wasn't the treehouse. It was more advanced than the
this?
treehouse. Yeah, nah, better than that, mate. Better than that.
How old were you at the time? I didn't catch the age.
Fuck knows, young man. I can remember when I was like 2 or 3 years old. So like, it's hard to
Really
pick it
I
out.
think that's impressive.
Yeah, I remember living in Bath when I was a toddler. It's really weird. Obviously only like glimpses of it, not like everyday life. Like, oh, shit myself again.
That's a good
But
point.
like, yeah, I got a pretty good memory for stuff.
Do you have? Are they
like
kind of just
that.
like just a hodgepodge of kind of random memories of things that happened, or is it kind of like quite clear? Because I have various little memories of my dad used to travel Europe for his job, where we'd be in Germany and stuff, occasionally Sweden. But I remember specifically being in Germany, and this probably is why I really enjoyed it when it came back into the UK. But I remember my first Kinder bar,
Right.
and I was like 5.
A momentous occasion for Ross.
I mean, that's a
That's
big.
literally-
And I was like, that's
That's a
literally
big
just
one.
from literally. I was in Germany. I was in a lift with my dad, and I had one of those little candy bars, and that's the only memory I have. I have no other memory of being 5.
That was
How
your
old were
first
you
memory.
Then? Five.
Kinder Bueno.
Yeah,
oh,
4 or 5. Yeah,
That's hilarious. Kinder
Otherwise, I
Bueno
didn't
literally
So-
started your memories.
in a way.
That's the beginning. The first thing. As a conscious
my first
being,
neuron connection.
The first thing is. Ugh. Oh man, the first thing I remember is when I was living in the city I was born, which was only the first few years of my life. I think we left when I was like 3 years old. I remember being in this grey like jumpsuit thing, you know, that they put like toddlers and babies in. Like it was winter, so it was like this. It basically looked like a ski suit. You like zip open the back and then you stick the toddler in it and then put their arms through and then zip it up again. But it was like a snowsuit thing, and we were wandering around a park in Bath, like the main park there, and there was a fountain, like a big park fountain that had sitting water in the bottom, and I just fucking stuck my hand in it, and I remember the cold water going up inside the sleeve, and like ever since then I hate that feeling of like getting water inside your sleeves. Like it's such
I think everyone hates
an
that.
invasion of right. Like
is my comfort safe
it's like
zone.
yeah, exactly. It like so maybe that was why. Maybe it's like a common thing for people to feel like that, and that sort of was a trauma. But it went up inside my thing, and I just remember that and thinking, fuck, okay, I won't do that again.
Yeah, you learn.
Yeah, that's probably my earliest. Still trying to find this
I
fucking
actually
thing
had that
I
in our
had.
dry suits. Remember when we went scuba diving? I had a
Yeah.
little leak,
Yeah,
and in my
yeah,
dry
yeah.
suit, it was just soaked on
Felt
one
so
bit. I was
wrong.
like, oh, that's so uncomfortable and shit.
Yeah, very much like that.
I've got 2 first memories. I can't remember which order they are in, but the first one was like pre-school, so nursery. I had a friend. I remember his name was Paul, and we used to literally crawl around on our hands and knees pretending to be dogs and barking at people.
Fuck.
Nice.
That was
That's
my-
interesting.
And
You're
how
literally
old-
regressing.
How old do you think you were?
I was pre-primary school, so it's like 3,
Fuck. Yeah.
3, 4.
Oh,
20.
I found the
don't
thing
know.
I had.
It's, and the other one was there was a builder around our house, and they were redoing the flooring. I remember because I was really confused why the floor was now all cement and all churned up and messed up. But I remember wearing a
Right.
nappy and being of an age where I was now embarrassed of wearing a nappy, and I was trying to swan past the builder, acting cool, without trying to make a crinkling sound with my nappy. Him noticing that I'm wearing a nappy. I'm like, I'm just an adult like you, sir. Here, I just wish to go to the kitchen and just pretending not to have a nappy. I'm like you, I wear underwear now. But then it crinkled.
So when you're remembering that specific thing, are you first person viewing it, or are you almost? Cause sometimes I kind of imagine it from outside my own body. Do you know what I mean? As in, I remember the scenario, and I kind of build up the scene.
It. Yeah. Mine's more first person-ish, but it's more like a slideshow of hazy images, rather than it's like fleeting seconds of, rather than like a full play out of a whole scene. It's like you get a little snapshot of what the feeling and the atmosphere was like at the time, and you hear the crinkle of the nappy and the the feeling that I've, my guard's down. He thinks I'm a child. I'm an adult.
I'm a cool dude.
I'm a cool guy.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, and I don't wear nappies, and I haven't shit myself out of fear.
I linked the thing I had in the vMix chat.
Thank you.
So apparently the thing I had was Calico Critters, which is the American version of Sylvanian Families. But is
that because your
came
dad
out
was
in
in
1985?
At one point.
Yeah. So it might have been that they came back from the States because it was.
Sorry, mate. You said this is way better. It's this naff.
It does look worse, doesn't it?
It was a small child.
You remember being. Yeah, but I remember. I don't think this is exactly the one, but it was very much like this. It was like swing. It had swing out tears on it. This is a vintage collectible toy now, Trot. How dare you?
I can just picture the texture of that little rabbit thing having like a hard shell, but that little fuzzy material on top of it. I hate that.
Little velvety.
I hate those little velvet things.
Dogs love them though. Dogs love chewing them because they're like hard enough for dogs.
Oh my God.
And they feel like they're crushing the skull of like a small mouse, which is very enjoyable.
I remember my cousin collected shitloads and just had a load of them in her room, just like all over on the shelves and stuff. It was just kind of creepy. And then she got into trolls. Remember trolls?
Yeah, I didn't. Like
Not the current trolls, but the older trolls, where they actually look kind of freaky and quite disgusting.
Trot, with the whole Sylvanian Families things, it is essentially Animal Crossing in real life. Sylvanian Families.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't like Animal Crossing because of this childhood memory.
Well, because the thing is, I didn't like Sylvanian Families because of Sylvanian Families. I liked it at the time as a toy because it was something I could imagine was something else. Like, it was just a complex object rather than like I'm really attached to the idea of a mouse rabbit thing making a home inside a building. I don't give a fuck about that. It was more like this is like some sort of secret base,
Whereas I was literally pretending to be a dog at the same age.
Yeah.
So
and hiding the fact that you've shit yourself from tradesmen.
Hello, fellow tradesmen.
Which you still do to this day.
Yeah.